My name is Daquan Lucius, and today I am doing a formal speech about my organization, Prevent Child Abuse America. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daquan Lucius here, and I am a proud member of the organization, Prevent Child Abuse America. And today we're going to get into the topic of what child abuse is, the signs of child abuse, how to prevent child abuse, how to help out a child that is being abused, and of course, the future of that child. I'm pretty sure many people here today have somehow, some way seen maybe the neighbor's kid being abused, a close family member being abused, or of course, online, on the internet. You've probably seen it many times, but I bet the first thing you're gonna wonder, how can I help that unfortunate child? Well, today we're gonna talk about things. First thing we're gonna talk about is what is child abuse. So, what is child abuse? Well, obviously, it is the abuse of a child, and it can come in many different forms. Beating the child profusely, yelling and berating the child for absolutely no reason, neglecting the child, leaving them alone all day by themselves while the parent or the person watching them is doing something they ain't got no business. Or even the unfortunality of some people having inappropriate relationships with that child. And many people, like me, I've seen it many times. I and the members of Prevent Child Abuse America can see the signs, and we do our very best to help every child we come across. But some people, unfortunately, can't see the signs. So I'm gonna tell you some of the signs. The number one sign that you always gotta look out for, just observe the child. Some children, you can see bruises, scars, all types of unfortunate moralities across their body. Others, they seem very anxious when they're around certain people. They don't talk, and they're normally scared. And also, one of the most unfortunate things, a child that is scared to speak up. Some children don't speak up for multiple reasons. One, they're scared of what the abuse will do to them if they find out that they got exposed for beating them. Or you have some people who sadly tell the child to be quiet to protect the image of the abuser, which, in my honest opinion, you're no better than an abuser because you're allowing it to happen just so the other person doesn't look like a bad person. You are also a bad person. And many people may wonder, well, how can I help a child in need? Obviously, the most important thing and the first thing that should always come to mind when you see the sign of a child being abused, call 911 and Child Protective Services, and let them work it out and try to figure out what's going on in their home, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Now, you also have to look out, because unfortunately there are some children that don't understand the difference between discipline and abuse. Some children will get a little discipline, like sitting in the corner and say, oh, my parent left me in the house all day by myself. You kind of have to defer and tell whether the child is telling the absolute truth or if they're not telling the truth. But the best thing to do in any situation where potentially the child might be getting abused is you just call CBS and let them work it out. And now, many people might wonder, well, in the future of the abused child, what happens to them? Some of them are able to let the trauma that they gain from the abuse, once it's over with, they go to therapy, they talk it out with loved ones, and let it go in their past and live long, healthy life. But what a lot of people should talk about is, what are the bad things that might happen? Well, firstly, which is kind of one of the most common things that happen, the child repeats the cycle. They do the same thing that their parents did to them, or the abuse did them, to the children they are now responsible for, because they don't know no better. Some of them went their whole lives thinking that what happened to them was absolutely normal, nothing wrong with it, so they think it should be repeated. No, it's not. And we're here to make sure that it doesn't keep on. Some of these people, they don't trust nobody. They just stay to themselves. Antisocial, depressed, anxious, and some of them even miserable and don't know what to do. And it is our job to try to help them out and give them all the support and help they need to make it through the horrible conditions they're going through. Now, if you got any questions or you got any concerns about what might be happening to a child close to you, feel free to speak to me at the end of this piece. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting me talk.